Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our morning note. Today is October 7th. It's a Wednesday in 2020. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is G.A.R Capital's YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure to click bottom right-hand corner of your screen. There's a little icon there to turn on notifications, like our channel, and subscribe. As always, like on all our videos. We really do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and start and talk about markets, shall we? Get some dust off my keyboard. My apologies. Well, yesterday was something to be said. So, I'll give you a little piece of what happened yesterday. We were up in our positions very nicely, just like most people that I follow on Twitter that are also traders. And then right around 2:15, the headline of headlines come that the president says that there is going to be no stimulus talks. He breaks it off, and the markets completely tank. So right then and there, you're just like you throw your hands up out of frustration. Like what more could you say? What more could you do? So honestly, we really didn't do anything. We just had to just hold our nose high and stay away from the stink and just held on for dear life. And what happens overnight? Of course, we bounce with the president tweeting that he's willing to do a deal, a certain deal or something like that. I mean, it's absolutely insanity. It's funny. But we're gonna go over some technical levels. But say the least, it was a frustrating day yesterday. I'm pretty sure for everyone else out there. Dow futures up 187, down up 0.68%. Nasdaq up 0.88%. S&P up 0.75%. Russell 2000 index is back up 1.14% very nicely. Crude oil is down 1.72%. Bitcoin futures are up 0.61% at 10,695. Crude oil is right at the 40 handle. Gold futures 0.79%, 1893. Silver futures 0.4% at 2382. Euro dollar 0.33% to the upside. 38 pips, 1173, 1.1773. And dollar yen 105.85, up 17 pips. And looking at the VIX, it's down 1.29%, and the US dollar is relatively flat, down 0.09%. So, wow, what a day yesterday. It was all good right at 2:15. I was actually doing the radio, which I actually show my screen during live trading days with our students, our masterclass students, and we were talking about the markets, and we're like looking great across the board. 30% this, 30% that, looking great, talking futures, and we broke our resistance that we were looking for on S&P, and then the rug was pulled. It's an absolute insane market. I mean, I don't know what else you could do. Yesterday we traded Boeing, and it was price upgraded yesterday. We had a breakout on the charts, and all of a sudden, unsolicited, Boeing announces that their plane orders are actually going to be lower than it forecasted. No earnings, no nothing. They just announced it out of left field, and the stock tanked, and so we had to get out. I mean, it's just one of those markets where you're just getting like, what is going on? Makes no sense. Yesterday's announcement about no stimulus deal made zero sense. None whatsoever. We're literally getting a breakout above that resistance of 34.20. We got to 34.21.75 actually, and we were looking absolutely great. So I don't know, I don't understand the timing of that, what exactly he was trying to do, but now he's talking about the president's talking about getting a just a streamlined bill of just the airline bailout and the money directly to the taxpayers. Which I was saying that a light deal may happen, but again, guys, it's just all talk. So nothing has really changed, which is even more frustrating. So let's say you went short yesterday, and you're like, oh, we're screwed. We're not gonna get a stimulus. You're probably gonna get stopped out this morning. I mean, that's basically where you are, and it's absolutely insane. And even if you wanted to buy the dip, you couldn't because it just bounced overnight. So looking at the ES, we bounced exactly to the 200-day moving average. On Nasdaq, bounced exactly off the 786 fib, and Qs overtook the 200-day as well as Nasdaq. I have square calls. I'm in the money again. I literally was down at the 50-day moving average. Looking at IWM, I have IWM calls. Now they're back up, bounce exactly off the 50. I mean, what more could you say? You know, it's just absolutely mind-boggling where we are. The good news is that it happened on a Tuesday, not exactly a Thursday, which could really nuke everything. This is the second time in 3 days that some news that absolutely no one could prepare for, that you cannot hedge for, happened. President went to the hospital overnight, tweeted that right around 2 in the morning, and then yesterday at 2 in the afternoon, he tweets, couldn't wait till 4, tweets that they're not going to have a deal. And the market absolutely crumbled. Are we gonna have a stimulus deal? Man, that's to me, reminds me of the China stuff, the China deal. Are we gonna get a China deal? Oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, and then we finally get phase one. I don't understand it. It's a politics thing. What could you do? So really, just it's all about technical support. But we did break out of that on the E-mini futures 34.21. It'd be great to see if we break above 3,400 today. I mean, it's now just dependent on the White House and dependent on if we can get something going. That's kind of what we're expecting here. So again, we're still above major moving averages across both. I mean, no trend has really changed. So that's even more mind-boggling. If you were trying to short, you're losing your mind. If you were long, you're really mad too. So again, yesterday, right after the flush, I just sat on my hands, just pissed the hell off. I wanted to throw my monitor across the screen. Yes, we all get emotional, of course, but man, that was frustrating. But that's where we are. So let's go and take a look at some pre-market movers and see what's up here. Pre-market movers. Okay, DraftKings is down 7.84% due to the share offering. I went ahead and bought some before. Boeing is up. Of course it is, 2.23% after I closed. But again, we were way off the strike. Apple's up 1.21%. Obviously, they're showing the iPhones coming soon. Microsoft 0.74%. JP Morgan up 1.5%. Merck 0.70%. Home Depot 1.64%. American Express up 1.56%. This is the Dow movers. The S&P, Carnival up 2.5%. Morgan Stanley up 1.74%. Airlines are up 4.21%. United, Delta 3.12%. Talk of a bailout. American is up 3.5%. Even Alaskan Air is up 4%. Looking at Nasdaq, AMD is up 1.68%. Microsoft 0.74%. Nvidia continues its run, 1.5%. Facebook 0.44% on that bounce. 1% on Amazon. Again, talk about that antitrust stuff, anti-monopoly stuff for Amazon, Google, and what have you. But nothing has come to fruition. It's just talk. And rest of the Nasdaq here that stands out to me, no, nothing really. So that's what's moving pre-market. But again, it's just what do you do here? I think what you do here is that if you do have some long positions, you're gonna just have to hold on for a little bit. You're gonna have to just hold on and see what we get at the cash open. If we get a continuation to the upside, if we can retake the levels that we had yesterday at 2 p.m., I'd be extremely, extremely impressed because wow, what more could you say? Now, if you're a long-term investor, you're probably sitting back just relaxing and laughing. But if you're a trader, you're absolutely losing your mind. And trust me, you're not alone. As I squeeze the stress ball because that was me yesterday. So, I mean, has anything really changed other than yesterday? Yesterday, Monday's closed. Monday's open. Okay, we're above Monday's open. So we're right at the same level as we were right around 10 a.m. on Monday. So then Tuesday, we got a nice boost. If we can retake 3,400, I'd be very impressed. So what am I watching for? Nothing. I'm not adding to anything. I don't want to add to anything. I have positions open. I'm going to be prudent and I'm going to wait because heaven forbid another headline comes up. So just be careful. Just be patient. All right, morning. Going to be an awesome day. Let's do it. Kangaroo market. Nothing makes sense anymore. ENP plug space. Would you recommend stocks short long term? I like space out of all those. Thoughts on O? O, I think O is the realty company. If you want the dividend, I'm okay with O. I started watching How to Refresh 20 times this morning to get the live show up. Bottom. That's weird. Thoughts on NIO? I think the Cinemark thing, stay away. NIO, I could see where you want to go with that. If you're looking to trade that, 22 is the level of break. You think Nvidia will reach 600 anytime soon? AMD 90. AMD, I do think that it reaches 90. I do believe so by the end of the year. Nvidia to 600. Wow. Wow, that's a hell of a call. You're gonna have pretty good earnings. Yeah, I'll say that they'll hit 600 by the end of the year. You know what? I'll say 589. 600 is a big number. Would you buy Apple calls with the new iPhone release and earnings coming out? If so, what call options would you do? Well, I can't see exactly what volume they have now. Honestly, when it comes to Apple, it's pretty much just chop fest. If it breaks 116, I would probably target the 118, 117.50s. That'd probably be your best bet, but it'd have to be for next week. DKNG with new shares, bounce up to T2 or come down. I have a level from DKNG, and I remember I added 40 is my fire sell buy. I want to buy it there. So we're below the 200 now on the hourly. Let's look at the daily here, and we still are way above. So Again, I have a level for 40. I'd add there. Until then, I'm not really any stressing. I already bought some. VP debate tonight. Do you think the markets will react to it? Yeah, I'll definitely be watching the VP debate tonight. But the question is, will it matter? I mean, we're gonna get fireworks. Remember, during the presidential one, futures were up, and then right when they ended, it fell down. I'll watch, but I don't think it's gonna be that effective. Netflix calls. It just got another raise. Yep, it just got a price raise here. Take a look at Netflix. Netflix, I need 521.10 before we do anything, and then you could target maybe 530. Starbucks calls for this week, the 90s. I don't know the volume on it, but it did fall a little bit. Let's see here. Oh, let's see if we can revert this red candle here to 88. If it gets above 88.15, I don't see a problem with the 90s at all. Thoughts on QQQ? QQQ, I love long term. Absolutely love long term, and I do have call options on it. It did bounce very nicely, so again, let's see if we get this continue this pump. I'm just gonna wait. I love selling premium in this market. Pretty crazy, yeah. Thoughts on IWM long term? I love the fact that IWM is participating in this rally, and it is moving. So again, if you are very bullish on a stimulus package, you want to buy IWM. ARGK, ARK, goodbye. I think AARK is the innovation ETF. I think you could just buy them yourself. That has Tesla and all the big companies. You could buy them yourself. I don't know their expense ratio, but if that's something that's going to keep you engaged in those stocks, go ahead and buy it. I'm with it. Eli Lilly just made an announcement asking the FDA to authorize COVID-19 treatment. Again, we just got to wait for that. Again, we hear that every day from Moderna and all those guys. So it's really just a wait and see approach. Thoughts on GLD? GLD is taking a hit. It's right at the 200 again. It's just been holding on to that 200 day. We had a level here. Again, the main thing is that if you get a stimulus passed with a lot of money spent, gold's going to shoot up. So I like gold long term. The question is, if a stimulus package happens and how much they spend, that's what will move gold. Thoughts on Twilio calls for next week, the 300s. Let's see. I think that's too close to the money. You are getting a slight breakout, but you're going to pay a lot of premium just for next week. So I like the trade. I think it's going to hit. It's just going to cost a little bit. Good price for Amazon long term. I think Amazon long term at 3,000 you buy it. 3,000 is a good level to buy. We're at 31.36. We got as close as 30.99. I think 3,000 is a great level. Apple calls for this week and next. This week is not happening. Not with this landmine market. It's absolutely insane. Who knows what the hell's going to happen today? And when it comes to next week, we'd have to really revisit. We'd have to really get above 116 before we do anything. We still need another buck. Thoughts on SCCO long term? I don't know what that is. SSC Southern Copper. So you're going by commodities. That's another stimulus thing because that's heavy machinery, copper, at least it is with semiconductors and stuff. Hmm. I wouldn't put it in my portfolio. I'd have to do a little research. Is there any kind of incentive to buy it? Meaning, is there a dividend or something? So I'd have to do my research on SCCO. But if I'm just going by technicals here, long-term technicals, it is going to the right direction. It is right on that 50-day moving average and it's chugging along. So that's just technicals, but I don't know much about their business model. Thanks for doing this live, Moreno. Appreciate you. No problem. No problem. Let's look at Square long term. For a buy price on Square, I think you could pull the trigger right around 170. That'll be your 100-day. That wouldn't be a bad price to get in. I still don't own it. I used to own it and I sold it and I bought something else. So there we are. All right, guys, I'm going to go and check it with my team. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me again. GARCapitalFX.com is the website. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. We'll catch you tomorrow morning for the morning note at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good one, guys.